So what I did was, when you get to Atlantica, you have the ability to start getting the key to rewards, the map card, and it's this gold card. We'll see it We'll see it coming up again. I've spent all of mine that I have so far. But each world that you can revisit and new worlds that you can go to all have a key to rewards door, and I've had to skip all of them because I don't have the key, the map card key. But now I have had it, so I was going to do a treasure run on camera or on the stream, where I was showing getting each of it, and I figured I wouldn't do it. So I actually got incredibly lucky. So you can see here, this is when I stopped the last recording at 8:31, and I'm now at 9:46, and that's not accounting for some of the times that I was writing down what I got or whatever, because this is gonna be a talk through of everything that I've gotten. But I got incredibly lucky. Every time I returned to Atlantica to farm for a new key, I got it on the first or second battle that I was hitting, so I've been able to track through all these worlds. So all the way up to Atlantica we're covered on the key to rewards, so we just have to keep going forward now so we can continue the story and without any breaks. But I've written down everything that I've gotten, and we'll take a look at it. So first place that I went to was... So I must have gone to Alice in Wonderland. So I got Synchro from there. So this is Synchro. Set surrounding enemies' HP to that of the target. So you target... It has its uses. You can target an enemy that you've been smacking with a combo or two, and then you cast with Cure, Gravity, and Arrow, and it sets all nearby enemies to the same HP. The other card that I got in Wonderland was Xemnas. And Xemnas is here. When receiving consecutive attacks, guard beyond the second strike. What I actually might do is... I'll jump in and out from the... So now I'm a Card Reaper also on the Collector rank. Go ahead and find Xemnas here. So Quick Barrier. When receiving consecutive attacks, guard beyond the second strike, limit 3 reloads, resistant to fire, ice, lightning, and special attacks. Takes normal damage from physical attacks over. This is a very good card. It prevents chain stunning or locking from enemy bosses. But in the same token, it has limited use because of that. Next place I went was to Monstro. And there, I got Aqua Splash. Spray melted ice at the enemy over a period of time, inflicting ice damage. Blizzard, fire, and arrow. And you can control this beam. I think I've used it on my main playthrough of this game, and it's decent. I probably won't end up using it often or anything, but it's there. Also in there we got Zaldin from, and these are just because I have the game already beaten, or I've watched all of 358 divided by 2. So this is activates arrow for a set time, inflicting damage to enemies who touch it. And actually I'm going to show it to the journal. Zaldin. Resistant to fire, ice, lightning, and special attacks as well. I think this just gives you arrow from the base game, which I didn't know was an ability. So I might try this one out. I'm interested to see what it does. But I'm also not sure if it pushes enemies back, in which case I probably won't use it if it does. Next world I went to was Halloween Town. And there I got... Bind. So let's find Bind. Bind. Hold enemies in place. Enemies can still attack from their positions. I don't understand what the benefit of this is, but Gravity Stop and any magic card will do for this. Yeah, I don't know what more to say about that. But the other treasure that I got was a Keyblade, and I got Bond of Flame. And this is modeled after Axel's weapon. So the strike is max value, so it's a very powerful strike card. Thrust of C, combo finish B, element fire, a break recovery B, required CPC. A special attack card with fire-based attacks delivers exceptionally powerful strikes. As shown, the strike is maxed. So that was Halloween Town. I also got... I'm just doing these in order that I wrote them down. But I got the Random Joker. So this fulfills any criteria except for keycards, so it won't replace a key to rewards card. It also doesn't, I mean, obviously, but it doesn't take the place of a key to truth, key to beginnings, or key to guidance. But that's irrelevant because you'd get the cards anyways. But the main thing is it doesn't function to replace a key to rewards. But it closes any gap that you don't have the cards available to. Then when I was farming in Atlantica for the key cards, I ended up getting Screwdriver. Decreases the values of all cards by 1. I don't know. I need to see a little bit more info on that. Screwdriver. Limit 1 reload. Okay, it doesn't say. I don't know. I think that's just my cards. I don't think it's enemy cards. The main appeal to this is 0 cards are more expensive than 1s. So what you can do with this is, if you want to break a deck over and over and over, you can stack 1s at the edge of your deck, and then turn Decrementer on, and you'll get 0s. But overall, I don't find it super useful. Then I went and got Olympus Coliseum's cards, and those were... let's see, I think it's an ability. Maybe not. Let's see if it's a... I think it was 2 attack cards. Nope. Nope. Yes. So it was Total Eclipse. So this is Strike D+, it's bad. It's like the Kingdom Key. Thrust B, combo finish B+, element neutral, break recovery C, required CP B. This is the cool thing about this card is it's a special attack card that can break through physical defenses. So enemies that have a guard or barrier, and that is Large Body, Fat Bandit, Protector, where you can only hit them from the behind. If you're using this Keyblade against them, when your card is thrown and it's Total Eclipse, it breaks through that, so you can hit them from the front. So that's the cool part about that. And I also got Metal Chocobo. This is a C+ strike, C+ thrust, combo finish B+, element neutral, break recovery B, and required CPB. So it's basically an upgrade on Total Eclipse in just all regards. The one note that it says is a special attack card that can break through physical defenses. A bit difficult to handle. I think that's just reflecting the break recovery and required CP not being excellent. But that's fine. Then I was in Atlantica searching for another card, and I actually got Search Ghost. Absorbs enemy HP when striking with attack cards, but fewer items dropped. Limit 1 reload. So this is a pretty cool card. It's like a parasitic card. It's the same thing that the Search Ghost actually does. It's actually pretty good. I believe it was something different in the original game. Might be wrong. Then I leveled up, so I'm now level 32, I want to say? Yeah, 32, and I started hunting for these treasures at 29, so I gained 3 levels. I gained a slate, and this is a cool slate, if I remember correctly, and we'll take a look at it in-game. This is Lethal Frame. Stop time and deal multiple blows on an enemy. It's pretty strong. I've built a pair of this into my Sonic Blade deck already, so if I take that for a spin, we'll get to take a look at it. I also got Homing Blizzard. I don't know if I mentioned this. No, I think I skipped this. Cast a blizzard spell that seeks out the targeted enemy. This is where I was saying arrow's not wonderful in my opinion, but you need it sometimes for a recipe, so it's arrow, blizzard, and a magic card. I also got quake. Inflict damage on all ground enemies with a violent tremor. I might have already talked about this, but I'm not a fan of this because a lot of enemies in this game fly, so the ground limitation is very limited. Let me check if I have anything else in here. I don't think I should. Nope. And... oh, did I mention warp? Warp. Eliminate all enemies in sight. Enemies that vanish will not drop prizes. I believe prizes just means experience. Not always successful. There's like a tier 2 version of this spell that I believe is always successful, but I will never use it because the enemies that die don't drop prizes, and prizes are experience, so why would I want to use this? But its recipe is stop, arrow, arrow. And then the last thing I have down is that I got Luck Sword, the Gambler, and this is breaks enemy's card no matter what the value, 15 uses. This is a really strong card. You can notice that because it's literally 4 levels up at 99 CP. Yeah, so no matter what they're throwing, you break it, and it basically means you get precedence, and you override whatever they're throwing no matter what. And it breaks it. It's strong. Very strong. And that is it. So that was my treasure. That was all my treasure collecting, and now we're heading to Neverland, and I can continue getting just normal treasures as I go throughout the game.